it would be like 5 times the price to get someone like super competent, especially in like the technical side, if you are hiring directly from the US.
What's going on, guys? Andre Hakel Jr. here from RemotelyX, here with my friend Christopher. What's going on, bro?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Oh man, allergy season where I'm at, but doing good, bro. Doing good. Really excited to talk about your experience hiring remote talent through RemotelyX, all the way in Lebanon, bro. Like, how would you even come across this opportunity?
Yeah, man, it's crazy. We were in a different coaching program, and one of the coaches in that program was using Remotely X, and he had the exact same business model as us. So he was like, "You got to check these guys out when you need to start hiring for ops."
So it's as simple as you saw someone else that was a little bit further ahead than you in your business, and you just took their advice to hire when you were, in need of it.
Yeah, 100%, man. He told us when we hit like a certain revenue number, I think it was around 30K MRR. He was like, "You have to get an ops manager, and you should go to Remotely."
Okay, cool. So you hired an ops manager. We were talking about this a little bit off camera. Like, what is an ops manager? And why, at 30K a month do you need one? And even before you answer that, if you could just let the audience know a little bit more about yourself and your business as well.
Yeah, man. So we're a YouTube content agency. So we basically create YouTube videos for people to help them bring in business. And in terms of like revenue numbers like that, so when we first hired the ops manager, we are around 30K. Now we're around like 75K. Kind of niche down quite a bit, focus on the finance niche specifically. And we're building out some other things as well. But that's kind of the big picture of what we do. It's myself and other co-founder as well, a guy called Amrit. Shout out Amrit. He's a G.
Wow, dude. So you went from 30 to 75K after hiring an ops manager. And obviously this isn't like some marketing service or ads type thing, but like I always talk about how your fulfillment and your operations is what enables growth, right? Like if you're getting leads and closing deals, if your fulfillment process is going to fall apart, your business is going to fall apart. So it sounds like your ops manager was put in place to help enable all of that growth, like literally doubling your business from 30 to 75K. So talk about maybe like what are some of those things the ops manager helps you guys with?
Yeah, 100%, man. So I was quite heavy on the operations. Like it's me and my business partner, but I was doing a lot. Like you can imagine with a YouTube content agency, it's a lot of get footage from client, send to editor, get edit, send back to client, and like all this kind of mix match of things. So it's quite an operationally intensive like business content agency. So the reason why we brought him in was just to spare up my time because I do like all the marketing, all the sales, all of the content for like actually us. And it's just allowed me to like smash out a lot of content, which has basically been we're all inbound, like we haven't done any outbound, and we're only able to start that when I got off of all the annoying operational stuff. So it was basically getting me loads of time back. And then in terms of specifics, it's a lot of like moving footage around. The big thing as well, I don't even know if we just got lucky, but like our guy is like so technical. Like he's like unbelievable good. Like he used to do like quite a lot of coding. And so did me and my business partner. So we have quite a like nerdy like operation setup. And he's been able to like come in. He does all the automations, all the coding, all the management. And now even just because we trust him so much, he's slowly getting more and more into client comms. Like we have quite strong comms with our clients. Like we speak to them a lot. He's even like jumping on calls now, sending them the Loom videos. I kind of like have a rule, like if he can do something, I'll just give it to him over doing it. Now because he's just crazy competent to be honest.
That's a great rule, bro. That's like one of the biggest like mental barriers
Yeah,
that people have to get over when they first hire. It's like you have to give them work. Like you have to give them work and then get out of their way
yeah,
because we're so used to doing the work ourselves and we're perfectionists, most of the time. So giving work away to someone that is new and hasn't, fully proven themselves or built up trust is hard. But it sounds like this operations manager of yours came in, crushed it, not just in the role that you hired him for specifically, but in other areas as well that you weren't fully expecting. And that's awesome. And that's kind of like that's the experience that I've done a lot of these interviews, and I've an entire Lebanese team at my software company and at my coaching program, and that's like kind of the culture. These guys come to the job not just to do what we hired them to do, but to provide even more value than
yeah,
that. Like we see it all the time. And it's just part of the Lebanese culture. Like they want to be a standout A player, team member, and they understand that going above and beyond and finding other ways to add value to your company is what's gonna, allow them to do that. So even the fact that you're willing to put them into client comms, right? That's like usually the area where we're most
Yeah.
hesitant because we don't want someone talking to our clients that doesn't speak great English, doesn't have a really good Zoom setup, doesn't have good audio and camera quality. But that's not the case with Lebanese guys. Like I have all my Lebanese guys in client facing roles. They do the onboarding calls, they do the check-in calls, they do the email and Slack communications. And it's just one of those like it's one of the only overseas talent sources that I would actually use to put someone in front of my clients. And I don't know if you've experienced the same.
Yeah, 100%, man. Like we've obviously got like a couple of VAs. We would never put them like near clients. And it's interesting. So yeah, from an English standpoint, it's like perfect. But what was funny was we're doing like a very classical thing of like very service heavy and slowly moving into like more coaching. And for the coaching business, we're actually brought on like a third partner, and he's a little bit older. He's like maybe 35-ish, and he's more used to like the stereotypical way of growing business. Like he's a G, he's crushed it. But then we introduced him to our ops manager, and he was helping with stuff. And then he was like, "Wait, how much does he cost you?" Like he was like, "This makes no sense because he's obviously only ever hired American talent, like American operational managers, office managers." And he was like, "Wow, like." It would be like 5 times the price to get someone like super competent, especially in like the technical side, if you are hiring directly from the US, which yeah, I don't even have experience with really hiring from the US, but he was like blown away. He was like so confused about what's going on. And I was like, yeah, Lebanon, bro.
Yeah, it's 11 on, bro. Yeah, it's awesome. It's a unique opportunity because it's an arbitrage, obviously, for you as the company because you get to hire talent for much cheaper than markets like the U.S. And it's great for the Lebanese as well because
Yeah.
their economy it's not very favorable. Like I was literally just in Lebanon last week, meeting a bunch of the guys and seeing how they live and what their lifestyles are like with the income that they're earning from some of the jobs that I have them in. And it's night and day. Like
Yeah.
they're earning so much more like than the average Lebanese. And not just that, they're enjoying the jobs, right? Like I have a cousin in Lebanon and he was telling me that he was working 12 hours a day at a local restaurant and he was making $400 a month. So he's working like a super stressful, super, like hands-on physical job at this restaurant as like a busboy and a floor manager and a waiter. Like wearing all the hats and he's making $400 a month. And I'm like immediately like, bro, go apply for RemotelyX because we'll get you into a role that you're actually, fulfilled with and happy with and making much more than that. So it's just cool to see like actually what is the situation there and how do some of these job opportunities really help, lift this country out of their economic crisis. So it's one of those win-win situations that is just is awesome when you have those in business.
Yeah, 100%, man. I was actually speaking to our operations manager about it the other day, and he was saying, because it's obviously all like online businesses, and everyone kind of wants to be in that space. Everyone's like really excited by it, and like the other options are like be a teacher or something like that
Yeah.
and just way less like exciting ones. Like even for our operations manager, if he eventually wants to try and do his own thing, like we'll scale to probably 250K in the next 12 months, and he's been with a company that scaled from 30 to 250K, basically leading the day to day.
Yeah.
Like, well, I went to LA on a work trip. I'm from Europe, and I didn't even look at like Slack for like 3 days. And I came back, everything was smooth. He sorted everything, and yeah, he's just basically running like a sick business now. So it's fun for him.
What a legend. Yeah, dude, it's like I said, like it's the same experience I've heard from everyone else I've talked to in this format. And I have, I think, I want to say 12 guys on my team from Lebanon on the software side. And a
Yeah,
handful on the coaching side as well. So like I work with these guys every single day. And the cool thing too is like I don't know your expansion plans, but once you hire more, like they start to build like their own little team
yeah,
in
yeah,
Lebanon, and like the culture really has a big impact in like the workplace like environment it takes a big change because they have other people now in their backyard that they're able to connect with and grow with and work directly with. So it becomes really cool as you start to stock even more talent in different roles. But anyways, bro, I'm kind of doing this interview in reverse just because we jumped right into the good stuff. But even talking about the hiring experience,
Yeah.
I mean, I've hired over 100 people at all of our businesses at this point. Some of them through RemotelyX, some of them through, my own hiring funnels. And man, it's like a treacherous process to
Yeah.
source candidates, to go through the application process, to go through a multi-step interview process, and then to hope to choose, the right candidate, and then also the compensation structure. A lot of times, just because of the way our businesses are, like the compensation is never like the most attractive part of it when we're hiring US and near shore talent like from Canada or the UK. But with Lebanon, at least from my experience, super smooth. So like what was that hiring process like for you guys?
Yeah, it was super simple to be honest. We got a like person to reach out to from our mate that was the coach in the other program. He just said reach out to this guy, let him know I sent you. And then I think within like 2 weeks we actually had him hired. So the way it worked was we just told them like roughly what we wanted. They sent us back a list of requirements. We refined them a bit. And then we just had we had four candidate interviews actually. Three of them were like top tier. One of them we didn't like as much. Took the other three to another round. And then me and my business partner just both agreed on this last person. So yeah, I think it was only like a 2 week process. It was pretty standard.
That's awesome. And yeah, the interviews are just on your calendar.
Yeah.
You go
Yeah.
through the process, vet them to your standards. And yeah, it's cool, man, because you were saying like it was nice that your guy came in and had like that technical background as
Yeah.
well. Like next time you hire, and for anyone else listening in that's hiring through Remotely X, like you can tell us like really specifically what you want. Like someone that has, a background in a certain skill set or a
Yeah.
certain proficiency in using automations or using AI or doing project management. Um, and that's that's available in Lebanon. Like these guys have access to a lot of the same education we do, and that's one thing that we're also starting to do through Remotely X is giving them access to courses,
Yeah.
so that they can build their skill sets and be more valuable to the businesses that they go into to work for. So, anyways, bro, congrats on the huge success. Outside of just hiring this ops manager, going from 30 to 75K with your coaching program slash agency is super super impressive. And I'm excited to see how you go from here to the 250K goal.
Cheers, brother. We'll have to jump on another call when I hit 250K and I've got a team of
Oh,
like
for sure,
five
bro. You have like an
Lebanese
army.
people. Yeah, I have an army of Lebanese people. Yeah, 100%, man.
Yeah, then we could go on a trip together, and I got
Yeah,
a little army there now, and it'll continue to grow. So it'll be awesome, man.
100%, brother.
Well, thanks, Christopher. Again, congrats on all the success, and for everyone watching, thanks again. Definitely, if you're interested in hiring overseas talent for any role in your business, customer success manager, operations manager, accountant, VA, video editor, you name it, just go to remotelyx.com to learn more. Thanks for watching.